I blew my speaker, so you know what? This $10 amp at a garage sale. Fuck. Gotta get it. Gotta take a speaker out of a transistor radio or something now. Alright, this is, well, let's introduce the beer. Why don't we? You know what I'm saying? This is Aecht Schlenterla Rauchbier or something from Urbach, Heller, Bamberg. You know what I'm saying? This is a 6.5%, 500 milliliter bottle. Original Schlenkerla smoke beer. Rauchbier means smoke beer. And, yeah. So this one is apparently, you know, well, it expires this month, so we're just under the due date. Seeing it's like the 27th or some shit. So this is a smoked Marzen, right? Don't change the channel on that shit. Hold on, we're gonna drink this beer. I'm fucking wicked dozy right now. So, whoa. Whoa, this is smokier than hell. Holy crap. It's foaming. This beer's been sitting there for quite some time. I didn't shake it up. That was crazy shit, you know what I'm saying. So I figured I'd do it out of a Pilsner glass, seeing as it's a smoked Marzen, but if you look at the color, it's much darker than most, well, any Marzen I've seen. It's kind of like that color in the pour, but in the glass, it's definitely a darker beverage here, so. Whoa, this smells like smoke. I won't say fish, but like the amount of smoke that you would get out of a smoked fish, like a smoked salmon or a smoked whatever. Whoa, that is like the smokiest beer. I've had smoky beers before, but this takes it. There's nothing I've had that's this smoky. So you kind of got that Marzen appearance, like you got that amber, but it's just much darker. Probably the smoking of the malts must really darken the color. And they might do something else, you know, who knows. But there's a lot of I guess, information out there, I guess. You're supposed to drink this about at room temperature. So I've been letting this warm up. It's not at room temperature, but it's not too cold anymore. So that's really cool. You know, you can drink a lager at room temperature. It must be good, you know what I'm saying? Not many lagers you can do that with. Yeah, it's just greasy, oily, smoky aromas coming off here. Do this headshot. Wow. And this style was recommended to me last Wednesday by Lee Russell of Howley's Beer Reviews. So like 3 times or something. Marzen, or not Marzen. Rauchbier. So it burned into my mind. I was like, yes, because he kept saying, you need to try Rauchbier because we're talking about German styles and stuff on Beer Dweebs United on Albino Rhino's beer review station. So check out that meeting of the minds. Okay, so all kinds of beer reviewers from all over, you know, Canada, US, Ireland, and that I've seen so far. So that's pretty cool. And shoot the shit for about 4 hours, and then people drop off because it's like way late over there and shit. So That's so smoky, I can't believe it. Whoa. Yeah, that is incredibly smoky. Like, and the aftertaste is just rich and heavy. As for like the Oktoberfest kind of style, if you didn't know, Marsden's Oktoberfest, that orange lager that so many people like, Sam Adams has one that's quite popular. Brooklyn Brand is my favorite Oktoberfest that I've had so far. I thought that was a really good beer that they brewed there. This is a really old school and heavy duty. I mean, this is. I mean, the thing that it's almost like it's too smoky. Oh yes, it's smoked on beechwood. Okay, so yeah, they smoke their green malt on beechwood logs. So yeah, I just can't believe the amount of smokiness. Like seriously, like when you have smoked salmon or something that's this heavy, heavy, heavy smoked aroma, it's just like that. It's just as heavy, if not maybe even heavier. Like this is the most smoky shit I've ever had in my life. And yeah, it's just like a Marzen with this like tons of smokiness to it. But I mean, the smokiness is in the kind of comes in the middle a lot, and then throughout the finish, and then in the aftertaste. The very front of it, you still kind of get basically a Marzen thing, but it's still a lot heavier, a lot greasier. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's a very rugged, crazy ass beer. I I don't know what to say other than like, holy shit, this is some powerful stuff. So you're looking for a beer with a lot of flavor, like a German lager that's really heavy with a lot of flavor. I think the buck stops here. Well, it doesn't necessarily stop here, but I mean, this is one place you might want to stop at this Roche beer stuff because wow, I mean, this is just yeah. I wasn't sure what it was, but Roche means smoked beer, and that's exactly what this is. Pretty heavy, rich, smooth mouthfeel. Not a whole lot of carbonation in the body of the beer necessarily. Great head on here. It is quite well balanced. Um, I don't see any real off-putting flavors. Like it is very heavy in the smokiness, and it's a bit much, but it's not really a bad flavor. It's a good flavor. It's a good smokiness. It's just that I think this is something that might take a little bit of getting used to for some people. Like even for me myself, I'll get used to it probably by the next drink. But some people, uh, this might this might blow your mind. Like you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, the smokiness and the maltiness tie together quite well because generally with an amber, like an Oktoberfest, you're picking out a lot of the malts, the sweet malts, kind of ties in with the smokiness. So it's kind of like you know how you have like sweet sauces on meat that you barbecue and stuff, or like it actually comes across a lot to me like maple syrup on your bacon kind of thing. Is kind of like you're kind of getting that thing. It's very rich, smooth, heavy, silky, great fine, nice dense head on top. Kind of a dark or not dark, a light tan. You know what I mean, like we got still got a bit of amber to the body, a little bit of transparency. This one is at 6.5, and I saw the one on Howley's beer reviews there. I think it was like 5.1 or 5.2 or something. So this is the 6.5 version, but I mean that's this label here. I thought it was the same beer, but maybe it was a slightly different variation, or maybe they just go ape shit some years. I don't know. You can call them up at 49 951 560 60. Talk to them. No. Thick, syrupy, heavy, silky, smoky. Um, a lot of the bitterness is coming from the smoke malts. It ties in with the hops. Like everything is so well blended in this. I'd say this beer is at least a 9 out of 11. No problem. I would probably. I think I'd give it a 10 out of 11 for what it is. I mean, and maybe for beer overall. It's not my I don't think it's going to be my favorite beer, but it is really cool. I definitely think it's a beer that if you're into trying beers, you have to try this beer because it is so. It's kind of like, in my mind, this is something that's so different. It's kind of like if you're trying lots of beers and you haven't tried like like a Belgian double or some shit, like something you should really try even if you don't think you'll like it. But uh, this shit is definitely not that weird though. As Belgian beers, I find just really weird. This one is uh, it's actually pretty fucking awesome. So I'm gonna 10 out of 11 this shit. It's damn near Spinal Tap for me. If anything, I'd say like they didn't skimp enough, which I never say ever. Like this beer is so heavy, so full, so smoky. It's like they overdid it, kind of thing. So if you want something very rich and rugged, and maybe have it with some heavy shit, heavy cheeses and shit, I think this is so kind of actually a beer that you should pair with food and not maybe just drink on its own. It would be great with smoked salmon, and I think you should have with cheese kind of party food shit that makes you fart real nasty and shit, like different pickles and sauerkraut and maybe like a pulled pork, a barbecued ribs, um, anything like that. Even a steak would be pretty good, but I think I would lean more towards more barbecue ribs. I'm feeling ribs with this one. I mean, sticky ribs, you know what I'm saying? Beerzerker, this is an amazing beer. So when you see this label, and stay tuned for the Doppelbock. I'm gonna be doing that up pretty soon. I just ramble, and I try not to ramble this much, but this is fucked up beer. So Beerzerker, yeah.